So I'm saying that, in my opinion, the Jewish God, who's different than the Christian God is Zeus. The Jewish God is Prometheus, God of knowledge. And a good example of one of the stories, from the old religions that are crossed over is the Great Flood. Well, how did the Greeks see the Great Flood? Well, it was and the one Greek couple that escaped, and sailed during that rain was they got out on a wine vat, like a big cask that was half empty, and they probably drank the rest. That's how they got away. It wasn't a big ark; it was a wine vat. So it was a couple. And the names are hard to say, so I'll just say that it was a couple. And when they landed, when the water receded, they landed in Greece and repopulated the earth. But what's interesting then, which ties the old stories in with Christianity and the Olympian religion, is how much deeper now it continues, how intertwined we are. Because this couple, how did they find out that God was or Zeus would destroy the earth with a big flood? How did they find out? Prometheus told them. Prometheus. He, of course, is the Titan who gave humans fire, which is knowledge, which is the biting of the apple in the Garden of Eden. And once we have knowledge, we start to think we're gods. Okay? We start to think we're gods more than we are creatures or spiritual beings. Okay? And that's one of the dangers. Ego. Okay, so Prometheus gives humans knowledge. And he warns his child, his boy, there's going to be a great flood. Zeus is going to defy. Well, at this time, of course, Prometheus was being punished by Zeus for giving humans fire by being strapped to a giant boulder in a mountain somewhere in like the Caspian Sea, strapped, locked down, bounded. And then, because that designates that he will be on earth forever, because, Prometheus was the Titan who tried to usurp Olympus and dethrone Zeus. And like Lucifer, Prometheus was Zeus's favorite. And he was tossed out. And when he gave the humans knowledge, you have to ask, why did he give knowledge? Well, most people say, because he's so kind and generous to the human beings. Just like, Lucifer's a real friend, right? There's always a catch, there's a catch. And what is the catch? Prometheus gave people knowledge, and he warned his son about the great flood so that the people would repopulate and grow in their population, learn and become, arrogant, so that we would try and conquer heaven by building a Tower of Babel in the Middle East. It's the same idea. So in the Christian religion or in Judaism, they say that people were building a Tower of Babel. In the other religion, in the Greek religion, they're saying that Prometheus will lead the human beings in a fight against Zeus so that Prometheus can usurp Olympus and become the god, the man, using people. So that's why he gives us knowledge. To exploit us, to manipulate us, to lead his attack on Olympus. It's the same idea. And that's why when I was reading the Torah and the Exodus, I'm thinking to myself, why does God part the Red Sea and save these people? I couldn't figure it out. I really wasn't sure. I just figured, I didn't know exactly why. I said in the previous stories, videos, and I wasn't sure why, but this is the reason. This is the reason. The Jewish God, like Prometheus, wants his people to become as great as the stars in the sky, as numerous as the stars in the sky, and build a tower so that he can conquer the earth and dethrone the Christian God. It's the same story.